Glug, glug, glug. Let me guess, you carry around a massive gallon jug of water everywhere you go. You are constantly sipping, constantly refilling, and doing your absolute best to stay perfectly hydrated throughout the day. But despite drinking all that water, you still feel completely exhausted. Your brain is foggy, your skin feels dry, and worst of all, you are still inexplicably thirsty. I used to be exactly like that, chugging plain water all day long, running to the bathroom, and wondering why I felt worse instead of better. Here is the shocking truth that most fitness gurus and health magazines will never tell you. Drinking too much plain water can actually dehydrate you at a cellular level. Yes, you heard that right. When you constantly chug reverse osmosis or highly filtered plain water, you are essentially flushing essential minerals straight out of your body. Swish! Your body operates on a delicate electrical system driven by electrolytes. When you dilute your blood too much without replacing those vital minerals, your cells actually begin to starve for hydration. I learned this incredible lesson the hard way. A few years ago, I was drinking over a gallon of plain tap water a day. I thought I was the absolute picture of health. But my daily reality was constant muscle twitches, a debilitating brain fog that hit me at 2 in the afternoon every single day like a brick wall, and having to run to the restroom every 20 minutes. I was literally flushing out all my sodium, potassium, and magnesium. My cells were completely dry on the inside. The massive turning point came when I started researching deep cellular hydration and the true biological mechanisms of our bodies. Rustle, rustle. I discovered that water doesn't just magically enter our cells on its own. It needs a driver. It needs a biological escort to cross the cellular membrane. And guess what that primary driver is? Sodium. Yes, the exact mineral we have been told to fear and avoid our entire lives is the actual biochemical key to deep restorative hydration. So I made a very drastic change to my morning routine. I started actively adding salt to my drinking water. Crunch, crunch. Now, to be crystal clear here, I am absolutely not talking about that bleached, highly processed, chemical-laden white table salt you find in cheap paper packets at diners. That stuff is toxic. I am talking about high-quality, unrefined, mineral-rich sea salt. Think Celtic gray sea salt, Redmond real salt, or Himalayan pink salt. These raw, natural salts contain up to 80 different trace minerals that your body desperately craves. Let's look at the fascinating science of what happens when you drink salted water. Blub, blub. When you introduce a pinch of unrefined salt to your water, it creates an electrically charged, electrolyte-rich solution. As the solution enters your digestive system, the sodium actively engages the sodium-potassium pumps located in your cell walls. Whoosh! This amazing biological mechanism acts like a vacuum, actively pulling the water molecules deep into the cells, rather than just letting them pass uselessly through your kidneys. This is the definition of true cellular hydration. Within literally 3 days of adding just a half teaspoon of mineral salt to my morning glass of water, my entire life changed for the better. Ding! My morning brain fog completely evaporated into thin air. I felt a smooth, stable, grounded energy that lasted the entire day without crashing. My workouts improved drastically because my muscles finally had the correct electrical conductivity they needed to fire with full strength. And best of all, I wasn't running to the bathroom 20 times a day anymore. My body was finally utilizing the water. Now, I know exactly what you are screaming at your screen right now, but what about my blood pressure? Isn't salt terrible for your heart? For decades, we were handed a blanket recommendation to drastically lower our sodium intake, but modern, peer-reviewed clinical studies are showing a completely different story for healthy, active individuals. A low-sodium diet can actually trigger a massive stress response in the body, increasing insulin resistance and stress hormones. Unless your doctor specifically warned you otherwise, natural mineral salt is your best friend. If you want to make this daily habit even easier and incredibly delicious, you need to check out my absolute favorite daily electrolyte mix. RIP! It has the exact science-backed ratio of sodium, magnesium, and potassium, with absolutely zero sugar, zero gluten, or artificial junk. It transforms your boring morning water into a perfectly balanced hydration powerhouse. I literally do not start my day without it anymore, and the watermelon salt flavor is insanely refreshing. It is a total game changer. So, Are you ready to stop just drinking plain water and start actually hydrating your body at a cellular level? Try the morning saltwater protocol for just one single week, and I promise you will feel the profound difference in your energy, your mental focus, and your physical performance. Click the link in the description below to grab a massive discount on my favorite electrolyte salt mix and get a free sample pack with your first order. Hit that subscribe button for more biohacking secrets, and stay salty, my friends.